Good afternoon and welcome to the studios of SaharaTv. Today we have with us young Ace Oren.
Yep.
It's nice to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So can we just meet you? We know you as young Ace, but your fans out there would like to know more of you. Can we just meet you?
Yeah, my name is Oreoluwa Sokan. I'm from Ogun State. I finished from University of Lagos. I studied creative art. What else? I love music. I am music.
So you say you are music. At what point did you start music, or at what point did you discover that music is what you want to do?
I grew up with my grandparents, and my grandpa was like a choir master, so I practically grew up in that lane. So I started by playing keyboard in church all along. I didn't even really think I was going to be an artist, like sing. Then I used to dance, so I actually felt that was like my field. Not until I finished secondary school, and a friend of mine was like, I should follow him to the studio. He did a song, wanted me to do backup for him, and it was like my first time. So that day I went to him, we had the session. I did the backups, just the backups on the song, and I heard my voice and I was like, see, is this me? Could this be me? So that day I was just interested in playing around, and I vibed on Whiskey's Love My Baby instrumental, and it was really, really nice. Like for myself, then a lot of people heard it and were like, this is mad, this is mad. So at that particular time I started thinking that case, like this thing is making sense. Then when I got to Unilag in 2012, all these times I didn't even record a song, but when I got to Unilag in 2012, I did a freestyle on Ice Prince's Abuki instrumental. It trended that period, and I won Cook Studio. And at the point I won Cook Studio, I knew that this was what I was just going to keep doing. And it was like, as at that particular point, that was like in 2014, I decided to take it professional. And I got my first single.
So how was it like for you winning Cook Studio at that point?
It was a great experience. It was not something I actually expected. I really don't like going for competitions at all. So that if I actually knew that Cook Studio was that particular event was a competition, I wouldn't have gone. So I don't know. I just really don't like going for competitions. But I went. I think it was just a normal performance thing until I got there, and I was actually being set up by a rapper. Then he knew I didn't like the competitions, and he wanted me to be on it. So I went, I did it, and immediately I heard my name as the winner. I was like, it took me time before I even came on stage. But I was like, I just sure that I didn't show, because they picked two winners, the singer and the rapper. So I won, I performed to Olamide, and the rapper, then I won, performed to Yaya. It was a really great experience.
So how was it like for you performing alongside Olamide on your campus?
It was, I don't know, I was starstruck. It was a great experience, and Olamide was like, I don't know, it's a really young person, and that was like the beginning of my relationship with them.
So like when you get in the studio to make music, why do you make music? That's the first question I want to ask.
I make music because I love music. Like earlier I said I am music. I feel like that's like one thing that keeps me going every day. I can't go a day without listening to or making music. I cannot go a day without it.
So what would you want your listeners or your fans out there when you release a particular record? How do you want it to connect with them? How do you want the music to speak to them? What message and what impact do you hope your music will leave on each listeners of your music?
Okay, first I make music with things happening around me, basically. So I try to connect with events around me at a particular time I am making that sound. So depends on the kind of music I'm making. Like when I did Adura out of an experience I was going through at that particular time, and it was something a lot of people really, really connected to. You get like you listen to the song and you just put yourself in my shoes, because I generalized the song, so it's something that is applicable to everybody. When I did Ori freestyle with T Classic, the first freestyle I did with T Classic was he had to do with I want to be a legend in my country. It was something everybody could connect to. Then we dropped Banana. Banana basically at that particular time it was just the commercial vibe. Everybody wants to party, everybody wants to turn up. You get, so I decided to just give them something like that. So basically, when you listen to my sounds, there is no way you will not connect with it, because whether it's coming from the prayer angle, or it's coming from an inspirational angle, or it's coming from a club angle, it is just something you always want to
Talking about your sound, how do you describe your sound? Do you make Afro beat, Afro pop, or Afro fusion, or
I,
what's
I,
your own Afro? Everybody just mixing it.
Everybody just, I was giving ourselves
Yeah.
name basically, but I will still call mine Afro Pop basically because like a fusion of both an African music and Western music.
So how do you feel seeing the recognition that Afrobeat is getting on the international
Oh,
stage?
it's like for me, I feel like it's a very, very, very good thing, and it's what most of us are praying for. We've been praying for all along, and right now it's beginning to happen. Like presently now, it's like Nigeria is like on the map when it comes to the music, the entertainment scene. Even not just even music alone. Even when it comes to Hollywood movies, we have a lot of Nigerians there. You get, so I feel like now the attention is like coming towards this direction, and it's something that's like very, very good. I won't be surprised if we now have a Nigerian winning a Grammy. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
So where do you draw inspiration from? Which artists do you look up to as a source of inspiration?
Like I said, I draw my inspiration from stuff that happen around me, basically. But when it comes to artists, I really love good music. I don't really have a fave, right, artist you get, because I just enjoy good music, basically. So I can't really say this is my favorite artist. If this person drops his sound and it's good, I love it. If it drops the sound and it's not good, I don't love the sound, not the person. You get, so I just love music, basically. I don't really attach so much into the people that make the sounds themselves.
So let's divert a little bit. Are you currently signed?
No, I'm not.
Because I was
I'm
going,
independent.
we are going to ask how do you cope with the record label telling you to make a particular kind of music, and but since
Yeah,
you're not,
I've had the experience before. Like I had the experience in 2016. It was not so much of a good one.
so what was the most best for an artist, being an independent artist or being signed under a record label? Which, in your own opinion,
They both have their
advantage?
advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
Basically, presently the way the industry is now, we have one major issue that every artist faces: the issue of funds. You get, so being an independent artist, it might be very, very difficult to fund yourself. In fact, it's mostly except you are from the clan of them, Adidikes and all, you get, so very, very difficult. But aside from the issue of funds, I don't see being an independent artist as an issue at all.
Now, being a young man in the Nigerian entertainment industry, Nigerian music industry, how has it been for you, and what do you think are like the little challenges that are hindering, or the challenges that are hindering the industry from going forward?
First, for me, to be honest, I actually feel like fake love is like so rampant.
When you mean fake love, like let's define the fake love.
The fake love is in the industry, like to me, I feel like when most of these people see them, so they laugh and smell and blah 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 blah. But see, when the moment they live themselves like this, it's always most likely the end till they meet again. So I feel like most of the time we have like cliques. So those cliques are the ones that look out for each other. They don't look out for the next person. So for me, I just feel like if that love can, if we all preach for unity, and also if we can actually have that united love, like presently now there's like a lot of things going on online between different artists dissing each other, and also I feel like most of all those things are not really needed. So I feel if we can actually come together and stay united, and the love is like one, we are bounded by love to actually go further than we are now.
You said fake love. Then there's this thing that is fast becoming a thing in the industry. You said most of all these top artists right there, they just look for the one that is popping on Instagram. Use and dump, use and dump, use and dump, use and dump. Is that really a thing in the industry now?
I don't know.
So going forward now, on the last, what do you want your music to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for my sound, basically, and these messages I pass across to.
Cool.
Okay. So I have to ask this question. So you're a Nigerian, and everyone in this room are also Nigerian. So how do you think a lot of things that we had happening in the country so far, when it comes to insecurities and lack of job employment and bad education, bad roads, bad infrastructure and everything. How do you think music is one of these two that we really have in the country that has been going outside Nigeria, going across the world. How do you think these two can actually, we've heard the likes of house, so how do you think these two can actually solve the, the national crisis we have from bad governance to
When it comes to music solving, I feel like first, one role music is playing at the moment in the midst of the negative vibes you have in the country, basically, is the fact that it helps to ease tension.
Yeah.
That's like one major role it's playing. I can imagine if this music thing was not really popping like that, a lot of Nigerians would have probably gone mad or something, because there are a lot of things to think about in this country. You get, so at times they just, no matter how depressed and low you are, you have your phone, you definitely have something you're listening to, or you get. But when it comes to using music to fight, to resolve cases, I feel like if that would work, it would have worked a long time ago. Time of fella, I know what you get. So for me, I just feel like the major role music is doing is just to ease the tension, alongside every other entertainment people. It's just to ease the tension. But for me to talk, because I just feel like no matter Faz has like done a lot, even dropped this the cover of one
Better, the techno's better.
Techno's better. It did like one of this foreign guy. This is Nigeria.
Childish Gambino.
So if it work, we never can tell. Sha. Maybe we must have somebody that maybe it's me that was trying to come and sing and everything will end. But no, I just feel like the major role that music is actually doing as regards the nation's crisis is just to ease the tension.
So going forward, we have just 3 months or just 2 months left in 2019. Are there still plans for you to drop EP album?
Yep. This is like the first place I am actually on that.
Wow, so that's an exclusive.
Yeah. I'm dropping an EP next month, it's November, 4 songs. Title of the EP is Orange. It's basically love. It has to do with love, basically. So 4 songs are love songs. I don't know, it is going to be very, very heavy. It is heavy already, because songs will be
which
very
features should you expect on the EP?
Okay. Where I said it's exclusive.
So give us finish now.
Okay, basically, Bana is out already and it's still classic, and the song is still an EP because I'll be dropping the visuals to the song on that date too. So
cool.
the song is also on the EP. So aside from C classic, I think I have just one more feature with Sounds. You guys should watch out for Sounds. Sounds is a great guy, a great singer, very great singer. So it's just C classic and Sounds. The other 2 songs are basically strictly me, and they're like different sound. Different sound. One of the songs is like an acoustic song, no percussion, just keyboard, and that's like one thing nobody will be expecting from me on this song.
So that means you're bringing something new to the industry.
I should probably be dropping that particular song before the EP drops, probably like in 2 weeks time.
That's great. Thanks for coming to our studios today. We look forward to great music from you and your team.
Thanks so much.
Wish you all the best.
Shout out.